Hey y'all, my name is Martin Malelu and I'm a librarian with LA County Library. Today we're going to talk about topography and what topographic maps are, and then we're going to do an activity where you get to create a topographic map of your own. Topography is just the forms and features that make up land. So they can be man-made or they can be naturally occurring, but on its own, topography just talks about the study of forms and features of land. When we talk about topographic maps, though, we're talking about a specific kind of map that shows the elevation in a landscape. The LA County Department of Public Works has a bunch of really cool topographic maps that you can check out on their website. There's a link in the description if you want to check that out. I'm also going to show you here some STEAM book lists that we have that are really cool. So I'm going to show you how to get to them. And check them out. There's some really cool stuff out there that we have available for you to take home and read. But back to topographic maps. So the way topographic maps work is they have lines on them. I have an example right here of a topographic map, one of the Public Works ones. And so the closer the lines are together, the higher the slope is. All right, so you can see some of these lines are super close together and some of them are pretty far apart. So they show elevation, and again, the closer the lines are together, the steeper the slope. So you can figure out where you want to go hiking using a topographic map. Do you want to hike up a steep slope, or do you want a more casual hike? All right, so we're going to do an activity that I think is going to help explain topography and topographic maps pretty well. So I already did a little bit here. So basically all you're going to need is some modeling clay. I used different colors because I think it's easier to see that way. If you only have one color, that's totally fine. And use a cardboard to build your thing on. So let's see what we can do. All right, so I'm gonna make a bigger island, or a bigger land mass right here. So I'm gonna do my layers in the same color order that I did here. So I have this orange, blue, white, and yellow. And then that way I can always know that the orange is the lowest, then the blue, then the white, then the yellow. That's not super important. So if you only have one color, you're still gonna be okay. But that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I've got my second landmass right here. So the thickness doesn't really matter, and the shape doesn't really matter too much either. But what does matter is the slopes. So let's take a look. We have this slope right here is a little less steep than this slope right here, right? So if you hiked up this side, you wouldn't be hiking quite as straight up and down as you would if you hiked this side. Now let's look at that from the top. So here on the top, you can see that these lines are all way closer together than these lines, right? So that's essentially how a topographic map works, right? So we've made our own topographic map right here. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed learning about topography and topographic maps. I hope you check out the links in the description to check out some of our book lists and look at those topographic maps on the Public Works website. I also hope that you take the survey in the description. That'll help us out a lot. Bye for now.